Welcome back to Three Cricketeers. I'm your host Afnan,
I'm Taha.
I'm Huzaifa.
and it's a special World Cup edition podcast, and we're gonna talk about everything that's been going on, talk about Pakistan's games because we're Pakistan supporters, and then let's get into it. How are you guys seeing this World Cup playing out so far?
I feel like the games of this World Cup have been really entertaining. We've been blessed to see very close games, especially from teams that you do not expect to perform really, at that level that they've been performing against some of the more powerful teams. We saw, which game was it? Pakistan versus Netherlands, for example, was one of the ones where
Nepal was another one.
Nepal was really close, where England almost, lost that game.
Should have lost that, yeah.
Yeah, like somehow, they pulled back, they did really well. But I think these teams are showing that they're here also to play. And even USA and India one was fairly close. They had India 70 something for 6 out, and they really tested India's batting. Obviously, Suryakumar Yadav is such a phenomenal batter. More importantly, a great captain, that he had his composure. That's where he played an anchor knock, right? When
it was anchoring in the beginning. He anchored, but then at the end he just kind of launched himself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing any comparison. When you think about Babar Azam, we talk always about anchoring, and Babar always, I feel like, just anchors. He doesn't have, unfortunately, the capacity to.
Doesn't have the extra gear.
He doesn't have that. Like, he can't go, like you said, into the next gear where he can launch and take his team out of a position like that. Where Suryakumar, everyone knows when he came on the scene, he was a Mr. 360, just like De Villiers. Like, he played phenomenally. I think even right now against USA, he was hitting some really good sixes on fine leg. So I think he played a sick innings.
I mean, it was brilliant. I mean, and they're bowling too, right?
Yeah.
You have Siraj, who just came in after a long time, but then he ends up taking 2 wickets on the first over, something like that. Very quick early breakthroughs for India, and it puts them in a really good position because if you think about it, 160 odd runs. Despite Sky's innings, it's still not that many runs. You would expect that USA could still struggle and get there over the line. But India's bowling, it's their spin, their fast bowling. Even guys like Hardik Pandya who are medium fast bowlers. I think they have.
Hardik Pandya is a really good all-rounder. He's obviously.
He's probably the best all-rounder in the world.
I feel like after they already are blessed with Jadeja, and then on top of that you have Hardik Pandya, who can, for being such a skinny guy, that guy can launch bazookas. He's such a powerful. I don't know. I think his power is generated from that big swing that he has.
Yeah, his bat swing is really
exactly. High. And I feel like because he's also that, he's so lean, that's easy for him to be, swing as hard as he can and at that speed and agility compared to people who are a bit more bulkier. So, and even on bowling side, I feel like he's pretty good. He plays he has the line, the length, and pulls up when his team needs it.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have Jadeja anymore. Akshar Patel is filling his shoes and he looks just as good.
Yeah.
But let's move on to other games. I was watching the New Zealand-Afghanistan game. That one was a good game. I thought for a second Afghanistan might be doing something here. But
agreed.
New Zealand are just so calculated in how they approach games.
Yeah.
They just always know at which phase of the game, where they need to be, and how to approach it from there. Compared to, when we watch Pakistan Netherlands, when you have 60 odd runs in 6 overs, that was actually, if you go back to 2021, 22, 24, and this World Cup, that was Pakistan's best ever power play score in the first 6 overs.
Agreed.
So you can see there's improvements for Pakistan.
Oh, a lot. I think the best part is that Salman Ali Agha is taking the initiative. He started this, I think, 2 years ago. He played really well against Australia
and Sri Lanka.
And, he's carrying forward the same method of playing this whole, even in this tournament. Obviously, he hasn't performed at that level. But, he got out while trying, even against USA. He's not there, defending the balls and taking his time, which I feel like he used to do back in the day.
He did,
but he has actually.
But his role was different. His position was different, right? He wasn't coming at number 3, initially, if I'm not mistaken.
True. But isn't that more of a position for you to actually be a bit more aggressive compared to coming down?
Yeah, I mean,
number 1?
Naturally, Number 4 is definitely an innings in World T20. Where you're actually not supposed to anchor. And you're supposed to get going from the beginning. Maybe not 180 strike rate, but at least somewhere around 140, 150. You have to be there. But he's made himself a number 3, and it's worked out for him.
Yeah.
Against Sri Lanka, against Australia, different pitches,
Mm-hmm.
right? Different pitches, different conditions.
Yeah.
And so far in the tournament, it hasn't worked out for him. But even if you look today, he did connect that ball.
He did.
I think he got unlucky today.
He got unlucky
Yeah.
because it went right in the
Yeah, it went right in
fielders'
the fielders'
hands, which is fine. But what about Shaheen Afridi? Like, we're just talking about Pakistan right now, specifically. I think Pakistan's have had a good run in this World Cup, 2 for 2. And I think, unfortunately, they could have had a better run rate if they were to, be like if they played better against Netherlands. But that's fine. They played good cricket today. I would say exceptional cricket today. Batted really well. Saim Ayub came in blistering.
There are still flaws, right?
Of course,
there are some
there's never
concerning flaws because you're not always going to play the USA and the Netherlands.
See, that's what I was concerned about as well. I feel like our weak points right now is maybe it's because of the pitch, our fast bowling. Shaheen Shah's been getting thrashed against Sri Lanka. I think he got thrashed against Sri Lanka, against Australia. Netherlands, obviously, he didn't bowl that well as well. And today as well, like he's been inconsistent for a while. His pace is not up to par what he used to be. And like, I don't know. What do you guys think about the bowling side?
I want to start off with the batting first because that's how the event played out, right?
Yeah,
Pakistan
fair.
batted.
Yeah.
USA won the toss, elected to field. So what do you think about Pakistan's batting? The way they approached the first 20 overs actually.
Right, bro. Like, honestly, I feel like Farhan Sahibzada, he's been like super pivotal in giving Pakistan those blistering starts, and Saim Ayub as well. Like, they've both been contributing, but like you guys said, 6 overs, 60 runs. It's only been made possible because of like Farhan, right? And then Salman Ali Agha coming in as well. That really helps. What really bothers me is the fact that Babar Azam, this guy takes his sweet time. Even today, he was like 15 of 18 deliveries, despite getting that start, bro. At his level, at his caliber, that's just not good enough, man. Like, and he's been doing that consistently. Like today, he did like at the later stages of the game, he was able to like accelerate it, but again, like 15 of 18, that's not good enough, dude. Like, even though like he ended up at 140 strike rate, like you can't afford to do that, man. Like,
that I fully agree with that.
You just need like one good delivery to get out, bro, and then his score would have been 15 of 19.
Same situation where
stuff.
they came across the Netherlands. So I agree with that. I've always noticed this pattern. It's been going on for so long where Babar Azam, he comes in, he's like, anytime you check the scoreboard, it's like three runs, 6 balls, 3 runs, like 9 balls, and I don't even understand it with this much experience, dude. What's the point of constantly just anchoring? I understand at certain positions and in any format you need it, but if your game play is that, then that's a huge concern. So I personally think that Babar does not belong in the T20 team, let alone for the World Cup.
100%.
Even though he played a decent knock today, but if he doesn't pull up against the bigger games or against the bigger teams, I don't think he deserves to be in the T20 squad moving forward past the T20 World Cup.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen regardless, right? I think everyone can probably agree this is his last World Cup in the T20 format, like ever. The problem is that now you have him, and he's most probably going to play. So you have to live with that.
Yep.
Today, if it wasn't for Harmeet Singh's over, that one over where he smashed like I think 2 sixes and 2 fours or something like that, 1 6 or 2 fours. The problem is that you're not gonna get that, or maybe you might, right? It depends on his abilities, but we know his limitations.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that against Chakravarti.
Yeah, or Adam Zampa, for example.
Yeah, Akshar Patel.
Yep, spinners that actually know.
That know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know how to squeeze the space out of Babar.
And they're quick within the stumps as well. They know when to bowl those straight.
Yeah.
And he always gets out like from like spin as well.
That's
been his weakness.
It's his weakness. He's not good enough with his feet. Doesn't move them quick enough.
See, funny thing is that's true as well. But I feel like now he can't even play fast as well. Like, yeah, he can do those drives and all that, but he doesn't have the capacity or the power to hit those, the sixes. So
he doesn't. I don't think he's ever been good enough at hitting sixes.
Fair.
But in his physical peak, in his mental peak, when he actually felt good about himself, he would still take on the pacers, make it up there, consolidate with the spinners, and then maybe try to accelerate at the end. I was looking at his striker. They were showing a graphic. It's like 16th to 20th over when he's batting. He has a striker of like 140. So he tries to accelerate in that phase. but you're not seeing that for the past
Yeah.
like 4 years or something like that.
Yeah, I think today actually, funny enough, they put on a graph on the screen. I think Babar has the lowest
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
strike rate. Well, I think it's in the World Cup, T20 World
Yeah.
Cup, 110 strike
110.
rate.
Yeah,
And it's concerning. Obviously, we're past that point of concern at this point.
Yeah, we are,
The
yeah.
concerns were prior to the World Cup. Now that he's in the World Cup, we can't do much except, just hope for the best from
yeah,
the guy.
that's all we can do. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
but
what-
outside of Babar, I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like everyone shares the same concerns except for his hardcore fans who think
Yeah.
he's the best.
it's the same as Shine's fans.
Yeah, Shine
Yeah,
fans.
they're all made out of like the same cloth.
Yeah. Outside of that, the good parts about Pakistan team, we're seeing Saim Ayub perform with the bat.
But let me ask you about Sam Ayub. Like you said, he's performing with the bat. But I don't agree with that.
Oh,
I mean,
what do you mean?
Like if you think of it, right? Saim is considered as a young player apparently. Super young, new to the format, new to international cricket. He has more than 50 international T20 innings.
He's been playing for a while.
He's
now.
been playing for a
How
good
old is
minute.
this guy? Like 24?
He's like 23, 24. But he's
Right.
been playing for a minute now. Average of 21, strike rate of 130 if I remember correctly. I mean, these not good enough. And even
Yeah.
today, 19 of
He
17.
had a
and
decent start. He had a decent
I mean,
start.
he got one boundary
He got
off
two
his
boundaries,
outside
no?
edge.
Okay. No, I
And he
thought
never
he
never
smacked a six.
Yeah, he smacked a six. That was
Yeah.
one good shot that he played. I think
Yeah.
it was Netra Walker or something like that. He
Yeah.
came down the wicket and he hit them straight. That was a one good shot.
I also played it on fine leg, if I'm not mistaken.
But it's 19 of 17.
Yes, I agree
That
with
is slow
Yeah.
for the power play phase,
Yeah,
for the
fair.
launch phase that they call it now. That is
fair.
very slow. If you
Agreed.
compare that to New Zealand's openers,
I mean, Tim
Tim
Seifert
Seifert,
and
Finn
Finn Allen are
Allen.
like insane. They have the
They are-
muscles that we unfortunately do not as
yeah, I mean,
Pakistanis.
even if you look at, I mean, I know Abhishek Sharma hasn't performed yet against the USA. He
I
got
hope,
out for-
I hope it stays the same for Pakistan.
I think he might be out. He has like a tummy problem or something like that.
Right on.
Yeah, I think he's got like
He's
some-
out for the Thursday match, but
yeah, he's out at
they're
least
not too
for-
sure about
yeah,
Sunday.
He
yet.
might be recovered for
Yeah,
Sunday, but
fair.
the point being that Abhishek Sharma is someone who's actually new to the format.
Fair.
He just came like few months ago or something like that, like before Asia Cup.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But look at his stats. Yeah,
I mean,
strike rate of I think almost like
200. He's
plus.
always trending at 200. Whenever
Yeah.
you play or whenever you see this guy bat, he's almost always at 200 to maybe 190 to 210 strike rate. And it's actually such a delight to watch this guy perform. He's always advancing down the ground. He's one of those players that can play all around the ground. He's not a single, it's
1D player.
yeah, exactly, one-dimensional player. So it's always fun to watch him play. So yeah, back to Saim Ayub, I can see that, but I feel like he still has a lot of potential. Like when he is on there and he's performing, you're right, he's not that dependable, but he's
not,
also still reasonably young.
I think the thing about Saim is his entire potential and his entire utility comes from his bowling. If he didn't have his bowling,
true.
he would have been dropped a while
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
But
wow.
he's one of those players of Pakistan that I haven't seen personally, but the amount of chances that he's got in international cricket is insane compared to other players.
Nah, Usman Khan.
Usman Khan, but he hasn't played 50 plus innings though for Pakistan in T20.
I just feel like I've been watching Usman Khan for so
yeah.
long.
Yeah, I mean
that-
Usman Khan he's a quota signing.
Yeah, anyways, back to Saim Ayub. I think you have a point. Obviously, I wasn't just talking about his batting. I also did incorporate his bowling. He's been a great, I would say, find almost for Pakistan when it comes to unorthodox right arm and spin bowling. So yeah, I'm excited to see him perform in the next coming days. And then next, I guess, Usman Khan. We don't even have to talk too much about him.
Yeah, but we should talk about Pakistan's middle order because there was good and then there was bad, right?
What's the good for Pakistan's middle order?
I think let's start with the bad, right? I think Usman Khan is the obvious one. He should probably. Pakistan should make a deal where they get Imran Khan out of jail and just put Usman Khan in there, right? Like he's that bad. And then Nawaz is another player
That's crazy.
and Nawaz is another player where he just doesn't perform
Yeah.
in ICC tournament.
It's only been 2 games. Nawaz has been pretty consistent.
He's
though.
been consistent. No one's
He
denying
has
that.
been pretty
He's been
consistent.
consistent for Pakistan
Yeah.
in T20s, right? For the past year or so.
Oh, Nawaz
Probably
has
the
been-
most consistent.
I think
100%.
Nawaz and I think Fahim Ashraf are also another player that have both of them have really turned up for
Improved,
Pakistan compared to a couple of years back where I used to doubt their abilities, but I do think they've upped their game by like a magnitude.
A lot.
But
100%.
yeah, but that being said, yeah, you would continue about Usman Khan.
Yeah, no, I was talking about Nawaz too, because I don't think Usman Khan's even worth mentioning more.
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
nobody knows the point of him.
Yeah, like-
on what basis he's played 2 World Cups.
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point.
absolutely.
Yeah, but for Nawaz, I mean, I was watching him bat today, and it just didn't seem like he was comfortable at any point.
I feel like the shot that he actually got out on was a really good shot. Like, it was a little flick. Wrist work was really good. Unfortunately, the fielder was right. Obviously, towards the end of the innings, and the field placement he had to be, wary of. But I still think his shot that he got out on was decent. It wasn't like it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a slog. It wasn't anything that looked off. I thought it was a great time. He timed the ball really well, and it's just unfortunate the player was right there.
Yeah,
But regardless of that, like, he played very slow. Like
Yeah, that's
the
he
problem,
He
like,
made like
he-
about 5 out of 10.
yeah, he just didn't
Bro,
rotate the
like,
strike.
Yeah,
100%.
fair.
Like, it could have easily been over 200.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's
saying like
another thing.
Fahim Ashraf should be coming like above Nawaz.
Considering the like red hot form, like,
I think-
Fahim
I think,
Ashraf is
yeah.
in, and the confidence, 100%.
I agree with you. I feel like Fahim Ashraf should be brought up. I personally think Usman Khan should be the last person to go. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
That's why he did get demoted today as well.
yeah, exactly. He came in like 5th down.
The
maybe.
way he got run out was so funny, dude.
He turned
was,
around.
Yeah, he was staring Shaheen in the eye.
Well, it was funny because I think it was Usman Khan's fault, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's no way in the 19th over you
Yeah,
missed the ball. You're supposed to
exactly.
run.
You're supposed to
It's
run.
basic cricket.
Yeah. So back to Fahim Ashraf. I think he should be brought down probably like 3rd down or 4th down. Like, he should be brought down before Nawaz, just to test it out and see. Obviously, because both of them are lefties, it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Maybe test it out.
But it
against-
depends on the situation, right? If, let's say, Pakistan tends to lose wickets quite early, right? So if that's the case, then they should send Nawaz up the order, just because I think he's a bit stronger, like, when it comes to defense, right? Whereas if, let's say, you have like 4 to 5 overs left, and you need to put like more runs on the board and accelerate, then Fahim is your guy. So it just depends
Yeah.
on the strategy and the situation of the game.
No, I mean that makes sense. But once again,
Yeah, I was gonna say that Shadab was absolutely brilliant.
oh man, I was
Like,
actually
playing
yeah.
cameos like that, and not just like you can't say it's like a one-off thing. He played
He's
that
been-
against Australia too.
Yep.
Yeah.
41 of like 18 balls or something.
Yep.
And now 30 of like 12 balls, something like that.
Yeah.
He was trending at a striker of 250.
Yeah, I mean,
so
if you have a player like
phenomenal.
that doing that, something like that,
yeah.
somewhere close to that, like 180 even, I mean, that's a big blessing for Pakistan.
So that's what I was gonna get at. Our all-rounders currently are so good.
Really
Like
good,
we have
yeah.
a stacked all-rounder. Like we can actually depend on these guys for now, which is very rare as a Pakistani to say. But we have, we spoke about Fahim, Nawaz, Shadab Khan, and Saim Ayub. We want to see Saim Ayub perform a little bit more with the bat, but with the ball, we have like phenomenal. But we haven't even talked about the wild card, Usman Tariq.
Yeah, Usman Tariq, yeah.
He took three wickets today and conceded about 25 runs,
Yeah.
27, yeah.
right? So he performed really well.
He did.
Batters are, he just getting dismantled, and they're confused. They're making faces as well.
Yeah.
They're annoyed, which is
Yeah.
usual. They have issues with Pakistani bowlers all the time.
Yeah.
But like I'm excited to see what this team holds for us in the coming days.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Khwaja Nafi in the team, obviously.
I know he
over-
dropped a catch today.
That's
Khwaja
okay,
Nafi.
it's whatever, bro.
Yeah.
He's a wicket keeper anyway, so when he
Yeah.
comes for Usman, he'll be with the
Yeah.
he'll be with the gloves anyways.
Agreed. Khwaja Nafi is such a delight to watch. He's one of those guys. Have you seen his pull shots?
No,
He's actually
I
a
haven't.
great, like, he plays a pull shot really well, and he's also a player that's 360. He's not like a one-dimensional player. He can play anywhere, whether spin, whether it's fast, and he's young. He's a guy that we can see performing for Pakistan in the next coming years.
Exactly.
So he's a great talent. I want to see him hopefully brought in against India. I really want to see Usman Khan get dropped for Khwaja Nafi.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the India game because, our biggest plus point is our spin attack, right? I think
Right.
everyone would agree with that. But India's really good against spin, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's probably the best in the world when it comes to playing spin.
100%.
So, for the India game, because that is Pakistan's next game. Do you? What I would want to say is drop Shaheen. Simple as that.
Right on.
Like,
But who are you gonna replace him with?
Salman Mirza?
yeah, Salman Mirza, dude. I mean, it was
I
his
think anyone's
first
better,
World
right?
Cup
Yeah.
game, and then he picked up 3 wickets.
Mhm.
And,
Oh, actually, I have a question. Is Naseem Shah sitting on the bench?
yeah, he is.
Can Naseem Shah, do you think, is
Yeah,
a
I think
viable option?
over Shaheen, I'd pick anyone right now.
100%.
Like, that's how bad he is.
Yeah.
The
fair.
thing is, like, he bowls with his own bowling plan, right? Like, his bowling plan is. I think even the commentator was calling him out today. It was Ramiz Raja, surprisingly, because he's always with Babar Azam in Shaheen's camp.
that is
but,
true.
Yeah, he was bowling as like the USA batter's feed. He was trying to get a Yorker in, but he
Yeah.
just kept missing and kept getting dispatched. And then
Yeah.
he just told him, like, calm down, right? Like, there's a game plan. Bowlers are doing okay if you bowl in that 4 to 6 meter length.
Yeah.
Just stick to that.
Fair.
You don't need to do over the top things, getting that perfect delivery in.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't think he listens to any captain that is out there.
Yeah.
So I would want to see Shaheen drop. You bring in Salman Mirza. Maybe not Naseem Shah, because you still have Fahim Ashraf. So if you do need like someone with the ball who can bowl
True.
faster than a spinner,
Yeah.
you still have Fahim Ashraf.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen that too much pace over here can be bad for you,
Mhm.
right? Off the pace, I think. What's his name? The USA bowler, Scal.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
Vance.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
don't
like
know.
Scan.
How,
His
yeah,
name
how
is
do you
hard.
pronounce his name? Like,
I learned it today. I just
Yeah.
can't remember.
I think I learned it too. I think it's like Scal fake. That's how you say it.
Nah.
But no, I'm telling you, it is Scal fake. You guys told us in the comments.
Yeah,
Scal
for
fake.
real.
But he was bowling off the pace, right? Like
It's
slower.
Van Schalkwyk.
Yeah, but you don't say it like that. Like how it's
Really?
spelled. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was listening to the commentary.
I heard the commentator
Yeah.
say Shallow gets ball. That's what I'm saying. It.
I don't know. They all say different things.
All right,
Nobody
you know what?
knows.
It is what
He's
it
a
is.
mystery himself.
Let's just call him by his first name, Shadley. That's much easier.
Shadley?
Shadley's his first name.
Whatever. But you know, he was bowling a lot of variations, right?
Yeah.
Off
You-
spin,
agreed.
variation, leg spin.
Yeah.
So if you need that,
Like the off cutters and
yeah,
all.
off cutters and
Yeah,
all
fair.
that, you still have Fahim, right?
Yeah.
So I would want to see Salman Mirza get picked in for Shaheen. And then you guys tell me, like, how do you approach India's batting with all the current disposals that we have when it comes to our bowling?
Oh, man. I definitely agree. I don't think Pakistan should be... see, the thing is, because there's such a legacy behind Shaheen Shah Afridi versus Indian batters, because just for that reason, I would still like to see Shaheen Shah bowl, at least in the first over, to the Indian batters. That being said, Rohit Sharma's days are gone. Those in-swingers to righty
Exactly.
player,
Yeah.
like right batsmen are gone.
Even the swing is gone to the right.
Even the swing is
Yeah.
gone, obviously, and plus these pitches are not very pacer friendly. So, yeah, like just for legacy's sake, I would say just keep Shaheen Shah Afridi. Just also because I feel like when Shaheen Shah is bowling to Indian batters, he is a bit more pumped up. Maybe we could expect something. You know, he could pull something out of the hat. But outside of the pacer of Shaheen Shah, I still think we need our spin. Like, I feel like our spin's been doing so good that India is once again phenomenal when it comes to facing pacers. Like, you see Abhishek Sharma constantly hit pacers. You see Shubman Gill hitting pacers. You see Ishan Kishan is such a phenomenal player. All of these guys, they get those huge starts because they're advancing towards, you know, like hitting the pacers, right? So, I don't know. I feel like if in the beginning we can get a wicket or two from Shaheen Shah, we could use our spin bowlers and go from there. I would say bring on Abrar, bring on Saim Ayub earlier on, test the batters instead of, if they're getting thrashed by fast bowlers, don't keep giving the ball back to the fast bowlers.
What do you think? How do you approach India's batting with the current disposals you have with Pakistani options?
Okay, I mean that is a good question, but considering how the conditions in Sri Lanka are, I would obviously like to start off with like a fast bowler. So I mean I wouldn't have Shaheen in my team. I would replace him either with Salman Ali Mirza preferably. Is that what it's?
Salman
Salman Mirza. Yeah. Or Naseem Shah, but Salman Mirza, like out of both of them, have him attack it, and then maybe at the starting just have Saim Ayub like bowl the second over, and then in the middle overs you can have Abrar Ahmed and Usman Tariq as your backbone basically, and then have like Nawaz as well.
Okay.
I would say try it out with, you know, because the way this World Cup is going, these medium pacers like 120, mid 120, they've been really threatening, right?
Agreed.
I would say give an over to Fahim Ashraf. Try him out.
Yes,
'cause
yeah,
you
true,
haven't
true.
bowled him out at all
True.
this tournament, right? He hasn't got an over against the Netherlands. hasn't gotten over against the US.
But in that case,
do you remember like in the Asia Cup, right?
Yeah.
It was like I think Shaheen, and then it was like Fahim right after, and then he bowled like the slower off cutter outside the off stump, and then Abhishek skied it.
Yeah.
And you get a wicket like that.
Yeah, fair.
And then he changed it up a little bit more pace. And then Shubman Gill played the short arm jab, and then he got out.
He was bowling into the pitch as well. And that's the key.
Exactly. So I think what I've seen this tournament, at least from my side, is bowlers who they're more clever with their variation, bowling into the pitch outside the off stump. They're getting more returns out of their bowling, right? I think Salman Mirza too. If you look at how he played against the Netherlands, right, like how he bowled, he was very smart with his variation. I think that's how he got his first wicket. So I would like to see Fahim Ashraf start off with like someone. I would not pick Shaheen, either Naseem or like Salman Mirza. I would like to see that, and then keep Abrar for the middle overs.
But do you want Fahim to like take the new ball, or do you?
Yeah,
want
I would like him to see him take the new ball, not the first over, but I mean like in the first 6
Got
overs.
you. So like how they did with Dubey, right?
Yeah, like how they
pretty
did with
much.
Dubey, how Pakistan did with India against in the Asia Cup final.
Fahim.
I think that was a really good tactic over there.
Right.
And then keep Abrar for like after the 6th over, because I feel once the ball gets a little bit older, it grips a lot better, right, in your fingers, because he's a mystery spinner. He uses fingers. I think he'd get a little bit more grip, and then keep Usman Tariq for the middle overs, and just keep Saim Ayub for like the first 6, maybe Nawaz to like consolidate. But I think Pakistan has so many options now.
Exactly.
For spin, it's really.
I'm really hoping to make a spinning track though, because if the ball is not turning, then it's gonna come on.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, if you look at
all
it,
guns blazing.
Yeah, India has like, if the ball doesn't turn, they have Bumrah, right? He's very good with his variation.
They got Dubey, they got Bumrah.
They got Arshdeep, dude. Arshdeep has been more consistent than Bumrah.
Like Arshdeep can still be taken on.
Yeah,
right? Like
he's a good. Have that.
Yeah.
He has a little bit of like
X factor
seam or whatever, but I don't think he has what Bumrah has.
Yeah.
But Bumrah has been getting trashed, bro. Like even in the last T20 against New Zealand, he got taken for like almost 60 runs.
Yeah.
And he didn't take any wickets as well.
Yeah.
But that's like an outlier case, right?
I mean, those
this
are
a World Cup, it's different.
Yeah, exactly. Those are not ICC pitches. Those are doctored to like batting pitches. But anyways, what do you call it?
I'm excited to still watch Saibzada versus Bumrah. What happened last time, and Saibzada Farhan going back and doing his documentary or whatever it was.
Honestly, with the way he's playing, he can release it. I'll watch it, bro. Whatever.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like with the intent that he has,
he's backing his
it's
talk.
amazing. And I do want to see. I really hope Pakistan's batting launches. Does really well against India. Yeah. Because anything under 200 for India is really attainable.
I don't know about that, because like if you look at these pitches, I don't think these are like 200 plus pitches, right? Like, I mean, the only 200 plus scores that we've had in the tournament is like
Italy, was it?
Yeah, it was like I think
Scotland versus Italy.
Yeah, Scotland, Italy, and then it was South Africa, Canada.
So I'm gonna talk about, yes, there haven't been more than that, but it's been very close to 200s. Pakistan put up 190.
That is
England
true,
and Nepal had 180, and all of these teams, like, it goes to show that even the funny thing is that T20, this like 5, 6, 10 years ago, this total of 180 was a very challenging total.
Super competitive.
Like people used to, when you put a 180 on the scoreboard, commentators used to be obviously saying that it was a challenging thing. Now, if you put 160, you should probably just expect to lose, because unless obviously like the pitch itself is really, really horrible or really bowling friendly, then 160 is fine. But majority of the times I feel like now 180 to 200 is that sweet spot. I wouldn't even say 180. Realistically, 190 plus would be the sweet spot for batting if you're batting first. But that being said, I don't think 200 it's going to be that hard for India to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but with what I've seen from Pakistan in the Asia Cup final, I still have a little bit of hope. In the sense that they will restrict India.
Yeah, fair.
To below 200.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we have a better spin bowling attack than we did before. Guys are more experienced.
Our fielders are great.
Yeah, fielding has been great.
Babar has been so good in field.
Yeah.
But that being said, what's your strategy for Pakistan versus India? Do you think Pakistan should bat first, or do you think there's more scoreboard pressure or chasing pressure for Pakistan?
I think you bowl second. You bat first and then you bowl second. I think Pakistan's biggest plus point is their bowling, right? So whatever you're better at doing, you do that second. in my opinion.
What do you think?
I mean, that's a good question. Like, I feel majority of the time I would go with that answer, but however, I also want to like look at the conditions first, right?
Right.
If the conditions are really good for bowling, like last time, how they did back in 2024 World Cup, when they bowled, like it was very cloudy, and that's why they were able to get India out under 119.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, I would go with that.
I still can't believe we lost that game.
Dude, like that's gonna be
So
it's gonna
losing
take-
against. Okay, that's a different
We don't
conversation.
talk about
We don't want
that.
to talk about it. Don't bring
Yeah,
up the
it's gonna
past
take a
traumas.
while.
Too much trauma on us from India versus Pakistan.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get over that, but that's what I'm saying. It depends on the conditions, right? So if there are overcast conditions, if there's a bit of moisture in the pitch,
Yeah.
100%, like you should opt to bowl first. However, like if you do see that it's a bit of a flat track, then I would suggest like the Pakistan should bat first and then put runs on the board.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a flat track, I would say considering how this World Cup is going,
Mm.
170 has been getting chased pretty easily.
Exactly.
Like do like 190,
Yeah.
190 to 200 preferably,
Right on.
and then put pressure on India.
Yeah, I mean, I think to Afnan's point, I would say Pakistan should bat first, and because they're just so bad at chasing, anytime you watch Pakistan chase, they just really can't do it. They have they already suffered with a lot of emotional. They already have so much emotional stress, and then on top of that, if there's a chasing pressure, Pakistan is they'd never really come out on top as much. So if Pakistan hopefully wins the toss and the pitch conditions look proper for them, they should they should bat first and put on that solid target. Pakistan, every single batter out there should go in and try to perform as best as they can, and hopefully put up a total of 200 plus, so that when India's batting second, there's a lot of that pressure coming from not just because of the game, but also the political stuff that's been happening. So
Yeah, I mean, it's very important, right? Like, you backed out of the game and now you're back into the game.
yeah, so about that, what are your thoughts on Pakistan coming back into boycotting it initially, and now they're like, oh, we are going to be back. We supported Bangladesh. It's a good thing for the cricketing world. I feel like India is lacking that a lot. India, all they care about is themselves and their revenues and all that, whereas Pakistan did something nice, something viable. But do you think, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, listen, it was a long time coming, right? Like the BCCI needed something like that because it's been too long that they've been pushing other teams around to accommodate for themselves, right? So the PCB took a stand. It wasn't only for themselves. It was also mainly for Bangladesh Cricket Board, right? And then doing so, they actually realized, the BCCI realized, ICC realized that, PCB pulls out, it doesn't just hurt us, it hurts the Sri Lankan Cricket Board as well.
Their economy,
it hurts Bangladesh, it hurts India.
and it hurts the overall cricketing world,
Exactly.
because those revenues get shared amongst not just these 3-4, they get shared amongst all the cricket boards.
Exactly.
So I agree with that. They realized,
and the outcome that they got out of it is pretty favorable, right? Like Bangladesh will not face any penalties. They will still get participation fee, I believe, or they'll get revenue.
yes,
and then
they will get revenue
and
from this.
They might host the one of the World Cups
In
from
2028 to 2031
period. It will be co-hosted by Bangladesh and India.
Yep.
And then on top of that, if you have like someone from the state of Sri Lanka, their politicians telling you on Twitter that like we're very thankful that you did this for us, then obviously there is some cards to be played for Pakistan, and they played those cards.
I was going to say that Pakistan, that was a chess move by Pakistan of pulling out at the right time and then playing their cards right. They knew this is the moment of impact where they pulled out at the perfect time. If it were any other thing, if it were Asia Cup, nothing would have mattered. But because it's such a big tournament at such a grand stage, I think Pakistan did the right move, and it turned out favorable. I don't even care about for Pakistan. If they boycotted, I still would be okay, considering India has been doing this for a while. But it just helps the overall cricketing world. And I'm hoping, for the sake of not just the game, but just to like promote better relationships between the countries, I hope they shake hands on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's a normal cricket match.
I
right?
hope
like, they don't need to go overboard and hug each other or something. Just like play like normal people, right? Like get on the field, shake hands, the game is done, just go home.
I agree. So what I'm getting with that is, because of so much political tensions between the two countries and constant geopolitical situations, I feel like the people of both the nations need this, because you don't want as a nation, you don't want to get brainwashed by your government as much.
Yeah.
You want, like, when you're seeing your heroes perform or people you look up to, you want to, you want to, if they're acting in a certain way that's positive, you will want to do the same thing. So I'm hoping that happens, and I hope, I hope they revive the bilateral series between India and Pakistan as well.
Probably not gonna happen. Most
Yeah.
probably not.
But back to this, I feel like that's where I miss the times of when Kohli was playing, and you always saw him laughing and chatting it up with Pakistani players. And same with not just Kohli. I feel like Bumrah and Shaheen had a great relationship.
Yuvraj was close to Pakistan.
Yuvraj was, all these guys, Shahid Afridi. These guys used to actually hang out together after
they
the
used to go
games.
out for food and
They
stuff
used to,
like
like,
that.
Shahid
dinner.
Afridi used to call these guys over. Same with Indian players. We miss those times as cricketing, fans or just people who enjoy watching cricket and want to foster good relationships between the two countries. I feel like someone needs to step up and take that role.
Yeah.
Because of that we miss Kohli.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess that's not in our control. So it is
True.
what it is. Whatever outcome comes, we'll go along with it, right? But let's get to the other parts of the tournament, right?
Yeah. So I had a question. Out of the groups that we have right now, who do you guys think are going to reach the Super 8 stages?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at the
So,
groups, but I think from our group, right, like Pakistan's group.
So Group A
Yeah.
has Pakistan and India.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
Pakistan.
So
Pakistan.
we
for
are
sure.
unanimous, Pakistan, India,
Yeah.
most likely 2v2. Pakistan's 2-on-2, India's 1-on-1. Pretty simple. Netherlands trending reasonable, plus positive 0.35 net run rate. Pakistan's at 0.9, and India's a positive 1.45, obviously leading. But I think, it's pretty straightforward, Pakistan and India. And then Group B is, I would say, Australia. They haven't played a single game. And then the second team
I don't know. The second team is.
is a toss-up between probably Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe,
Yeah,
right? Zimbabwe is right
yeah.
now net run rate of 2.7.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, I know lots of people would go with Sri Lanka. Makes sense, right? Home
Host
conditions
and all that, yeah.
home conditions. But I don't think Zimbabwe is a pushover.
I mean, they're here to perform,
Yeah,
right?
they have bowlers. They have some batters.
And they have
too.
history of cricket as well.
Yeah,
Like, they've
they
made
have
it
a
to...
history, yeah.
Yeah, so
Their captain is a good player himself. Good captain, Sikandar.
I feel like
Raza.
he's been playing for a really
Yeah,
long
he's
time,
been
though.
playing for a
When I was
very-
like probably 8 or 9,
Yeah,
he's been playing for
a
the
long
longest
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think probably if you go for Australia and Sri Lanka.
What about you?
So, yeah,
Group
so-
B?
Yeah,
Australia and Sri Lanka?
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Group C, we have, obviously we saw England play, they won, and then West Indies had a really good game as well. So do you guys think, Scotland didn't play bad either, Scotland played pretty well.
Yeah, they haven't.
So-
I'm telling you. Because England and Scotland have a rivalry, right, in soccer. So they're going to have to play each other.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
true.
it's gonna be a good game, I think.
Right
then-
on.
And the way England played against Nepal, I'm not fully convinced. Right? If it wasn't for Sam Curran, I think they would have lost that game. They would have lost it regardless. I think Nepal needed like 20 of 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that position, that is the only time I guess you can say that associate nations, they just don't have that little bit more to get over the line.
Yeah,
right?
fair.
Like just the closing out the games.
Yeah, because they're not used to.
Yeah, they're not
the
used
pressure,
to being in,
right?
yeah,
These
they're,
high pressure.
they're not used to being in that
situations.
position.
Which is funny. I mean, Pakistan's used to being in this position all the time. They still can't.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Pakistan's special. That's,
that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Group C, which was West Indies and Scotland for us,
Yeah.
unanimous once again. And then lastly,
no, I would go for Wendy's and England still. I'm just saying that there's
Oh,
a
true.
chance that
yeah,
England could crash out of the World
Right
Cup.
on,
Their
yeah.
next game is against West Indies,
okay.
and then they have to play Scotland. I don't think the Scotland game will be a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's a chance for an upset.
Okay.
But still, on the safe side, you'd go for Wendy's and England.
Wendy's and England, okay. And then Group D, this is an interesting one. We know obviously for sure New Zealand's going to go through.
That's the group of death.
And then you have South Africa.
Yeah.
New Zealand, South Africa.
And then Afghanistan as well. Obviously, Afghanistan are
They
a
played
power.
today.
What's that? Yeah, they played
Like-
today. They lost.
No, they played today against South Africa in about 4 hours.
Oh, they played
They're,
today.
they're playing today.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, they played.
Wow.
The last game was against New Zealand,
Yeah,
wasn't
they
it?
lost
Yeah.
that.
So they lost that.
Comfortably.
They
yeah.
got thrashed. Yeah.
They got thrashed. I think Gulbadin played a decent knock,
Yeah.
63. But outside of that, I feel like New Zealand from Group D.
Which ground are they playing in? That's
no
pretty
idea.
important. No.
Doesn't matter. They play New Zealand at Chapok. It's supposed to spin, but New Zealand.
Yeah, if
crashed
it's in Chennai, then
no,
Wow.
I think they already played in Chapok. That is Chennai Stadium.
Oh, okay.
and they got
Gotcha.
thrashed over there. So
Right. I mean, yeah, like I was kind of surprised because that was a flat track. Chennai, like its history, they usually make spinning tracks, at least in the
I
IPL.
don't know. When I was watching that game, it reminded me of like the 23 World Cup game that Pakistan had with Afghanistan. It was at the
Right.
same stadium.
Mm-hmm.
When we played, we thought it was a really difficult pitch. Ball was turning.
Yeah.
It just never happened for them. It
Yeah.
felt like that.
Fair.
But I think you can't. New Zealand is obviously a favorite
Yeah.
in that group, and then depending on today's game,
So this start, yeah. It's
right?
like at
Depending on
12:30.
today's game,
Mm.
South Africa and Afghanistan.
I feel like this game's going to be
might
pivotal
be,
more
do or
for
die,
Afghanistan rather than for South Africa because if they lose now, then it's good as done for them. They're
Yeah.
gonna be 2-0. They're gonna be
Yeah,
two
it'll be,
losses.
yeah.
So it's gonna be a huge game for Afghanistan. It's going to be I'm excited to watch Australia play as well. They haven't played. It's been like the game's been on
Yeah,
5
they
days.
like schedule them all the way at the end.
Yeah, but also because they just finished up their T20 series as well. But anyways, that being said, yeah, after the group stages, what are your predictions for the semifinals of the T20 World Cup?
Oh, I think
Who are the top 4 favorites? Because
top 4 favorites.
Yes.
I'd go for. It's tough because I think New Zealand has to be one, right? I would say right now they are my favorites
Right
for the
on.
whole tournament, just for the way that their openers are playing.
but they also have pacers as well.
Yeah,
they got
they have
Ferguson,
Duffy, they have Duffy, Henry,
and then they have Santner who can bowl
Santner,
their
yeah, Santner.
spin, good spinner. And
Rachin Ravindra has been bowling
agreed.
a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they need to find a way to cut off Glenn Phillips' overs, because he's been bowling 2 overs every game, and he's been really expensive.
Right
So
on.
wherever they can cut off runs while chasing, it'll help them a lot. But I think Tim Seifert and Finn Allen, they're really coming into their own, and I mean some of the shots that they're playing is
It's
ridiculous.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in form like right now, they have a better opening duo than India even.
I feel
Yeah.
BBL has really helped them as well because
I
like,
would
they
say
were like really
PSL.
phenomenal in
I would say
BBL.
PSL has helped them. Tim Seifert used to play in the PSL. Finn Allen
I think
too.
Finn Allen also played.
Yeah.
Pakistan had a series against New Zealand. Maybe was it like a year ago? Where
Yep.
Finn Allen absolutely thrashed
Demolished,
Pakistan
yeah.
in every single T20 game.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It was away to
granted,
New
those
Zealand.
games were in New Zealand, so the
Yeah.
grounds were a bit more small. But to that guy, he's a
Yeah.
tank. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think he played phenomenally. Even today, Tim Seifert and Finn Allen both were going at strike rates of like 190 plus, 4 sixes, 5 sixes. These guys are tanks. So.
They have a good middle order too, right? Glenn Phillips comes in, and then
But there's Chapman, there's Phillips,
there's Michael Bracewell.
there's Mitchell,
Yeah,
there's Sanders. Sanders can hit ball.
I think
Sanders
Michael
is, like,
Bracewell
towards
is
the end.
very underrated.
Right.
There-
Bristol's very good.
Yeah, Bracewell's very good. He's underrated. And then there's pace attack, like we said, very good. I would say they are number 1 right now for me, New Zealand, and then I would go for India, of course, right?
India
Yeah,
top favorites
yeah.
for I think everyone, even the Pakistani. I would say India are most likely
For
the
me now, New
favorites.
Zealand are top favorites.
Right on.
Yeah, but India obviously is like right there, right?
Well,
I think all I need to see is like one dominant performance from India before I switch it back to India favorites.
yeah.
Right.
So it's New Zealand, India. Who
Yeah,
else?
New Zealand, India. I'd go for Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
That's kind of biased. I feel like.
no, I mean if you look at it for the conditions that we're playing in,
Agreed.
if you're able to make tweaks in the middle order, because that is your biggest negative point, right? And you're able to drop Shine Shafridi because he needs to go, right? You might be looking at a team that can beat New Zealand or South Africa in spinning conditions.
I agree.
Yeah.
When we walked into the T20 World Cup, I honestly did not expect Pakistan to play this well. But now that I'm seeing them perform really well, I've honestly changed my favorite. Like changed my top 4 as well. I would put Pakistan in there too. But that being said, so it's New Zealand, India, Pakistan. Who's the last one? Because now you got a toss up between South Africa, England, and Australia.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go for England over Australia.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know I was
that being
talking
said,
right-
we
yeah, I
haven't
was-
seen Australia play yet.
Yeah, no, I was
so-
saying right now that England might crash out against, like, even in the group.
Yeah.
And now I'm saying they're in the semifinals.
Yeah.
But the thing is, England's batting is really good still. You know,
Yeah.
Brooke, Salt, Butler,
Yeah.
Bethel, Curran. Like,
Mm.
what they need is just fixing up with the ball.
Yeah.
Their number 1 pacer, Archer, is too expensive.
Yeah.
If they can fix that, I think they have a better team, like pound for pound, compared to Australia.
Mm. What do you think? Who are your top 4?
Okay, India for sure.
Okay.
Like there is no doubt about that. Okay, I'm not gonna say in any order, or unless you want me to.
No. Just name.
Just name them. Okay, India for sure, absolutely, 100%. Then there's New Zealand as well, because they've been off to like a great start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like been off to like a flyer.
Okay.
So I would put New Zealand in my top 4 as well. Okay, the last 2, that's a bit of a tough one, but I would say South Africa, because I feel like they have like the most complete all-rounded team. And they've also been like very, very good in the past few years. They've been like super consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my top 3. The last one is a bit of a tough one. I would go for England.
So no Pakistan.
I wouldn't put Pakistan like for now. I would put England just because they have like a phenomenal batting lineup, like how Afnan pointed it out. And then, but they do need to work on their bowling for sure. Like batting is not gonna get you anywhere on like spinning tracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You also need your bowlers to step up. So
Fair.
yeah, I think those are gonna be my top 4.
Yeah. No, I think those are solid choices. So I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I would agree with. I would agree with both of you guys. I just feel like I want to throw Pakistan in there just because of how they've been performing, and obviously I'm a little bit biased, but yeah, it's pretty safe to say that everyone knows that India for sure is going to be there.
And
So
you can't discount Australia. I mean,
You
in
can't,
ICC
yeah.
tournaments, there's just
True.
no.
But their bowling, I feel like their bowling is really, really weak now. With Hazelwood gone, no
Pat Cummins is
Cummins,
not playing. Yeah.
Stark retired.
I think Australia's the type of team that just finds solutions, right? Like no matter what they're going through, they just
Their mindset is completely
their
different.
mindset,
You're right.
the way that they calculate games, the way
Mhm.
they approach them. You can play a weak Australia, but they'll still beat you on their day
Right.
Yeah,
in a
'cause,
big tournament.
No, I was going to say like you talked about their pace attack, and I agree with that. Australia's pace right now is looking not as up to par as it used to be. So obviously they got Bartlett in there.
He's good.
He's
I like
alright.
him.
Like
Yeah,
I haven't
I
seen
like
him. Yeah, he's alright. Like we saw him in BBL. Same with Dwarshuis. I think he replaced Pat Cummins, so he has a big shoe
He's
to
also
fill.
good, to be fair.
He is, but like he still has huge shoes to fill, considering
Yeah, of course.
Pat Cummins' loss is huge for Australia, and then you got Nathan Ellis as well, who's reasonable too.
He's
nothing-
like Sam Curran. Like
Yeah,
he's
like-
exactly
yeah.
Sam Curran.
So my thing is Australia does not have that pace that
maybe
they,
you don't need that on these pitches.
on these you have a point. I think you
Archer
don't need
has
that.
pace, right? He's been
Yeah.
bowling 140 plus, just
True.
getting picked up everywhere.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. But obviously you can't deny the fact that Australia's power like batting is
Sturdy,
packed.
yeah.
Maxwell, Tim David. This guy just slogs. I just feel like he's a baseball player, turned
Yeah, he
cricket
is,
player.
he
He's
reminds me of a
really-
baseball player.
He's just
yeah.
constantly his swings are just completely out of this world. You got Stoinis as well in there.
Mitchell Marsh,
Mitch Marsh is in there.
Travis Head.
Travis Head, man, like this guy just constantly, great through.
Josh
throughout.
Inglis,
English is there as well.
really good.
The only one that I don't understand why he's there is Matt Renshaw. I just don't see him as a.
He's coming from the he had a good campaign in the BBL.
He did, but
Yeah.
he's not anything out extraordinary where he deserve. I don't know. Like let's see. Hopefully he performs for Australia, and then Cooper Connolly is another player that's up and coming. He's reasonable as well, and yeah.
I mean, they talk about him a lot in the Australian media. Cooper Connolly.
Yeah,
He's supposed to be like their next big star.
right on.
Oh, we missed Cameron Green. What the hell?
Yeah, Cam Green, of course.
Cam Green, didn't he get sold for the most? what was
Yeah,
it?
he's the most
Yeah.
expensive IPL player.
Right.
Yeah, which was overseas player.
Yeah,
And I feel
overseas.
these conditions suit him as well because he bowls with that 135, 140 mark,
Yeah.
and he can generate the bounce as well, right?
So
So
really good batter.
these
too.
tracks is super, super important, and obviously like a hitter as well.
Yeah, but I mean that's pretty much it for this
Yeah,
week.
I think we've covered basically every topic there is, and we'll be covering more as well. Do you guys think, is there anything else you want to talk about, go over?
I don't think so. I just hope for India versus Pakistan, there's going to be a great game, and we'll have lots of analysis from that game for you guys. And yeah, outside of that, let's hope whoever comes out on top is just a really good game of cricket. I hope there's
agreed, yeah.
there's good relationships on the ground. There's no
bad blood. For
there's no.
reason.
I hope there's no
They're just cricket players, right? Like
exactly, and I do think that these players also want to be on good terms, but
yeah.
unfortunately they're getting pushed into a certain situation by their
Both the
respective
governments, yeah.
government. So I'm hoping there's friendliness on the field. Yes, aggression is going. No, listen to me. I'm saying aggression's great. It should be there, but there should always be friendliness regardless.
I mean, yeah, there should be respect and boundaries, right?
Exactly.
Like, for sure.
So yeah, no, I think for episode number 3, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Let me know if you guys want to hear anything that we might want to talk about, and whether you like this video. Comment down below, and yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you next time.